San Diego Padres, they don't want to spend shit.
That's what he means by price. They don't want to spend any money,
They don't want to spend anything at all, man. The San Diego Padres, like, look, that's a good baseball team who was very close. I actually said this on, I said this on an Instagram thing, a short for Bad for Baseball. Dude, Dodgers fans, I got a bone to pick with Dodgers fans. You guys gotta fucking calm down, all right? So I said in this Instagram short, I was like, what are the San Diego Padres doing right now?
Yeah,
their team's in a crisis. After winning 93 games last year and almost knocking the Dodgers out of the playoffs.
Yeah, they were close. They're one game away.
Dude, Dodgers fans in the comments on TikTok and on Instagram, they were like, oh, like they were coming at me, being like, we didn't almost get no. I'm like, guys,
are you kidding me? Yes, you did.
You were one game away, and also I'm making a video shit talking your rival about how they're mad. Like, you guys gotta fucking chill.
Yeah, I know, dude. People will get mad at, like, especially Dodgers fans, man. Like there's a lot of great ones out there, but like, I've seen, the consensus is out there. There's some crappy Dodgers
I'm just
fans
like, guys, you won the World Series, and
get off my ass.
Yeah, like,
let these guys have. They haven't spent a single dollar.
I know.
This offseason.
And the whole point of this video is talking about how they're falling apart.
Yeah.
And you literally you
made it about you.
You made it about you. And I'm like, this has nothing to do with you.
Yeah.
Also, too, they did have you on the ropes.
Literally.
I don't give a shit what anyone says. You were on the ropes against the San Diego Padres.
Everybody thought. I mean, hell, I even made a video talking about how you were about to punch your ticket to Cancun, and it was going to be because of Tatis Jr.
You were one game away.
Literally.
All that being said, though, that might not be the case anymore because San Diego isn't doing anything this offseason. It is January 27th. Take this in, everybody. It is January 27th, 2025. The San Diego Padres have not added a single major leaguer to their organization this offseason.
I know.
That's insane. I don't know what other baseball teams in MLB have or haven't done that. I would imagine the list is very, very short. But for a team that won 93 games last year and did almost knock the Dodgers out of the playoffs, one would think that adding a major leaguer or two might be important.
It might be, you'd think, right? But, there's also some worry in that front office too. I mean, you literally had Jurickson Profar come out and he spoke in a podcast saying, one of the reasons why he, this isn't word for word, but one of the reasons why he signed with the Atlanta Braves is because of the whole situation with the front office. There's a lot of uncertainty up there, and I didn't know what uncertainty that was. I didn't even realize this, and this is my bad. But the owner, Pete Sedler, I think that's how you say his name, Peter Sedler. He died 2 years ago, November 2023, and he was the owner and the chairman of the Padres. And ever since then, like, the rumors out there is that, well, they're gonna kind of try and shed the payroll a little bit, and they're not really going out and spending a whole lot. I mean, that's why if you literally think about it, last year they made all their moves were trades.
Yep.
And then they signed a $1 million deal for Profar. Like, I don't know what other moves. Maybe I'm being ignorant, but that was kind of it for those guys last year. And then this year, you're seeing them doing nothings. But either way, like, yes, the owner passed away, and I'm sure that's really hard for the ownership of the family. But, I guess they're okay with, like, just taking a step back and not really getting any money to the baseball team.
So what I've heard is that there's a bit of an ownership feud going on, and that ever since that happened, there's a bit of a inconsistency with the power and who's running it, who's making the decisions, and there's a little bit of a feud going on between, like, well, what, who's in control right here.
Right.
So honestly, it's like, you kind of lost the head, and now everybody's trying to regroup and figure it out, and you are seeing the fallout of that, where you aren't getting better. In fact, you are getting worse. And your division rivals, the LA Dodgers, have the best baseball team on paper I've ever seen in my fucking life.
Yep. And it's sad because you're right. Like, maybe this will trigger Dodgers fans. They were right there. Like, had to take out the Dodgers, and then the Mets series. Who knows what could have happened there? And you could have had a shot at the World Series that year. But it looks like they're gonna fall back. And really, I mean, not only the Dodgers, but I think about, the Diamondbacks too. I think they got better too with all the acquisitions they made. And Corbin Burns, right? All the
Corbin
trades.
Burns is crazy.
Yeah, that's a crazy
and I saw
acquisition.
this the other day too. We forget about this, but Corbin Carroll last year was horrendous.
Yeah.
In the first
half.
Because in the second half, I was looking at this. The biggest differences, in OPS points from the first half and the second half.
Yeah.
The first one was actually Vladimir Guerrero Jr.
Huh.
His first half was very, very kind of mid.
Yeah.
And then the second half, he was the best player in baseball.
He was like 1,000.
Yeah. So he had the biggest, OPS difference. Right behind him was Corbin Carroll.
Yeah.
And then right behind him was Eugenio Suarez.
So they
also
really turned it
an
on.
Arizona Diamondback.
Yeah, literally.
Right? So you had right at the end of the season, it's like, oh shit, everybody woke up here, and we were like rolling again.
Yeah.
Now you bring in Corbin Burns. You were half a game away from playoffs last year.
Yeah.
So yeah, you're right. I do think that Arizona Diamondbacks team is certainly a playoff contender.
Yeah.
The Giants too. Can't be sleeping on them.
Yeah, look, if they can scrap something together with that new elite defense infield, right? Like that's awesome. They also signed Justin Verlander that kind of went under the radar, and we'll see what they can get out of him. But like they could make an attempt to, compete for a wild card.
That's the thing.
Be
they
a threat,
could do something.
right?
It just feels like right now the momentum of the Padres has left them completely.
It's left, and everyone's getting better.
And also, this is not the type of shit that you want coming out from the media. Like the fact that I am reading about an ownership feud, I can only imagine the conversations that are happening in the building with the players. You just got to imagine that the culture of winning, that's probably not there.
Yeah.
And if you are a San Diego Padre player, you're going to know about it.
Yeah.
And it's not going to be that cohesive unit that you need. I think you were saying that Profar actually talked about this and was saying it's like
the players want out.
There's something going on there that I don't want to be a part of.
Yeah, like the word is out there. The players want out of San Diego. And maybe not every player. Maybe I'm speaking to generally, but if you're a 1-year player, if you're a free agent, like you're not going to go there.
Yeah.
Because I don't know why. No one's offering me contracts right now. No one's even there's no budget being allocated to this team. So
and also
it sucks.
The direction isn't there.
There's no direction anymore.
The direction isn't there. There isn't a leader that we can get behind.
And that's the thing. Peter, the former owner and chairman, had a direction. Like that was very clear. Like he made all those moves. They were going on a tear.
Yeah.
Passes away. Now look at that. Like
That's
it's a 180 flip, right?
It is, yeah. And again, like that ownership feud, like somebody's got to take over there, and then we got to figure it the hell out, folks.
So and because of that, they have all these players, and there's a lot of rumors out there of like them trading Dylan Cease. And,
yes.
I've even seen rumors of them like trading Tatis if they really want to get out of money. You trade Tatis, that would be just insane.
Well, if they trade Fernando Tatis Jr., they're just a bad baseball team.
Yeah, it's like they just don't care.
Because if they ultimately that's their identity. And you look at the other talented players on that roster. Machado is only getting older. And his contract eventually is going to start to look kind of rough. Bogart's only getting older.
Already looking bad.
You got him till he's like 42.
Yeah, that's already looking
right?
bad, bro.
I mean, that could be a real bad one, right? So
Yeah.
if you trade Tatis, woof.
Isn't it crazy Tatis is still 26 years old?
Yeah, I knew he's young.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
man.
that's the thing. He's got forever.
Yeah.
He's got forever, and that is why if you are a fan of the San Diego Padres or somebody like me looking from the outside looking in, I'm like, there's still a lot of talented guys here.
Yeah.
You almost had the Rookie of the Year in Jackson Merrill.
Yeah.
Right? Dylan
yeah.
Cease is a phenomenal pitcher.
Yeah.
Bogart's had a down year, but you got to hope that there's a bounce back right
Right.
there. Machado's still really, really good. There was pieces to be excited about. And if I was
Yeah.
the Padres, bam, we re-signed Profar. The deal wasn't that expensive. What he inevitably got paid. You re-sign Profar. You bring in, 1 or 2 other pieces, and bang, we're right there. I'm not saying that you're Dodger level, but you're still going to be real good.
Yeah.
This is not what we needed to see.
They need somebody to step up and take that ownership. I don't know. They got to duel it out or something. They got to. If I'm a Padre fan, I need to figure it out soon. I don't know how they're going to determine that. Maybe they should have a battle. Maybe we should have a home run derby. Winner takes over the ownership of the San Diego Padres.
San Diego Padres.
That'd be actually an awesome streak.
That'd be ridiculous. That'd be just pure insanity.
Yeah.